Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, depending on how this channel evolves. So obviously, as you can see from the title, this is my fitness journey. It's a long one, so I figured I would put it into a video, kind of start from beginning to end. Just to add a little disclaimer, this is not meant to give anybody advice on how to necessarily lose weight or how to do your fitness journey. This is simply my journey, the things that I've done, the experiences that I went through, and hopefully it resonates with some people because I would literally watch these videos on YouTube all the time and it really helped me, and I hope that my video can be entertaining or help you in some way. Grab some tea, grab a drink. We're gonna sit down one-on-one and have a little chat about my fitness journey. So we're gonna start all the way from the 7th grade is kind of where my body image issues arose. It's when I hit puberty and all of a sudden I got these like big hips. I didn't know what was going on. It was definitely a shock, and I think going from like a petite body into all of a sudden having these hips, I, for some reason, had these issues with it. And till this day, I don't even really know where this stemmed from, but I remember being in a place of always comparing myself to other people. I even remember distinctively looking in the mirror and wanting to like slice my hips off. Like I would just look in the mirror and think, man, what if I could just like, get rid of it. I never did anything like that, just to let you know. But it was just very dark thoughts that I had as a 12-year-old that I wish no 12-year-old to ever really go through. But unfortunately we do. And I feel like videos like this need to be normalized, and I'm really happy that a lot of people are sharing their journeys like this, because when I was 12, I didn't have people talking like this on YouTube, talking about their fitness journeys. So anyways, that's what was my state of mind in the 7th grade. Having thoughts like this around body image issues, I kind of became obsessed with working out. As soon as I hit high school, I remember I was working out with a friend. She was studying to be a fitness trainer. And so I remember going to the gym with her. She showed me how to use the machines at the gym, and I really enjoyed it. At the time, I don't think I was really doing anything to my body. I was kind of going through the motions, but I wasn't hitting PRs. I wasn't eating properly. Like I was literally just going to the gym, doing a few like ab exercises, hitting a few machines, and that was about it. It was also around this time where I actually still had a VHS player. Don't know why. I would put on this workout video, and I had these DVDs that I would follow, and it was just so therapeutic almost. I really felt like I was taking care of myself, but again, my diet was to crap. So everything that I was putting in my body, it didn't make sense. So essentially I was working out, but I wasn't taking care of myself on the inside. And I didn't see results, obviously, because I wasn't doing it properly. And I think the reason why I got so obsessed with working out was because I was constantly comparing myself to other girls that I would see at school. I went to a school of the arts, and there was a lot of dancers that went to my school, and all of them were so small. They had the perfect bodies at the time during high school, and I just remember always comparing myself to them. It's funny because there was nothing ever wrong with my body, and just a disclaimer, there is nothing wrong with anyone's body. It's just, for me, I was constantly comparing myself and wanting to be their size, and it was a whole spiral effect. I just constantly wanted to be something that I wasn't, and I couldn't accept my body for the way that it was. So it was around 2016 where I started this new fitness guide. It was called Fit Girls Guide. Yeah, I think it's called Fit Girls Guide. I'll put it somewhere here. It was really intriguing and very interesting. Essentially, it was saying that there's a fit girl in everyone's body and your fit girl is really trying to come out. I don't know, it got me hyped. It was a vibe. I really did commit to this Fit Girls guide, and essentially you would just do a few exercises at home, and that's where I really got introduced to meal prepping, because it had a bunch of meals that you would have to make throughout the week, and so I followed those like to a T, because that's how obsessed I was to lose weight. That was my goal too. It wasn't even to work on my mental health. It wasn't to gain muscle or, you know, hit like personal records. Like, it was literally just to lose weight. It's so crazy to think about now, because now all I want to do is like add on muscle and like get stronger. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So this Fit Girls guide, it led me to working out at home. I was meal prepping. I was still, you know, like going out and partying all the time. So it didn't really help in that sense with my goals. There was this like pivotal moment where I literally woke up from a really bad hangover. And this hangover had me laying in bed for like 12 hours of the day. Not cool. Not a cool thing to do. I just remember lying there thinking like, what a life. And I kind of just decided I just didn't want to live like this anymore. I had already gained some weight from lockdowns, and I didn't even realize how much weight I had put on during lockdowns. And it was all from just drinking all the time, eating out, and just not caring about my physical or mental well-being at all. 2017 is when I started breaking out on my face. I got all this acne, which led me to then go see a naturopath. And this was last year. This was 2021, February 2021. She had me do like a food elimination diet to see if it was doing anything to my skin, seeing if anything was flaring up. Long story short, I was essentially eating very well at this point. So my nutrition has always been super up and down. I've always been meal prepping here and there, but it really wasn't until last year, February 2021, where my nutrition was on point, like to a T. But then again, that can also be very restrictive too. So there really has to be a balance. But at the time, I was willing to do anything to help my acne. And so last year, when I was eating properly, I had then decided to pay for this app, First Form, and they had a lot of workouts that resonated with me, because during COVID, I couldn't go to a gym. So essentially, I started working out from home, and from these workouts, it was a lot of like HIIT workouts that I was focused on, a lot of HIIT, a lot of cardio, and I was eating really well. I was drinking a gallon of water every single day. So I was doing all the right things. I started losing weight rapidly. And so once I finally decided to eat properly, and I was working out properly, and I was doing the two together, that is when I saw like drastic changes. The number one thing that was incredible was my mental health. To this day, I will literally go to the gym for my mental health. And I always remember people saying this in their videos, them saying it was for my mental health, it saved my mental health. But I remember my mental health at the time was so depleted, and I would look at these other people talking about their fitness journeys, and I'd say, oh, well, you know, of course, like, your mental health is great. It's because you've lost all this weight or you're so fit. Like, that's where my mentality was. I couldn't even put myself in that person's shoes because I was so focused on how I looked, and it was just such a shallow, egotistical way of going about my fitness journey. I just thought going to the gym and not really trying and only eating healthy sometimes would help me lose weight. And it was just a vicious cycle of, obviously that's not going to work. I'd look in the mirror and just see weight getting put on. And it was just a very dark, sad time. It was a very eye-opening experience, and I'm just really happy for my past self. Thank you, girl. I'm so happy that I decided to actually embark on this journey, and here we are today. And since last year, I had lost 40 pounds. And again, it doesn't even really matter that I lost the 40 pounds. I'm really going to highlight that my mental health is so much better than what it was last year and years before that around all of my body image issues. And this year, I finally decided to put myself first and to actually do things that make me happy. I'm making a freaking YouTube video. Like, I would have not done this if it was last year, or if I was in that mental space of wanting to look a certain way. And even till this day, I still have thoughts about like my skin, or thoughts about like not being good enough, or whatever it is. I guess it's just something that you have to work on every single day. Things that have really helped me is meditating, journaling, going for walks, listening to really like motivational podcasts. And it's just been a crazy journey, but we're here, and I'm really happy I've finally come to a place where I feel comfortable enough to actually put out a video and talk about my journey for you guys. So I think I'm gonna just end it there. If you guys have already made it this far, thank you so much for watching. This was really fun to do, and I think I'll keep doing it more often, posting more stuff about me and my life. So if you want to see more of that, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it, and follow me on Instagram at Tatmihalik or TikTok at Tatmihalik as well. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.